Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are here in Newport, Kentucky to check out the Ohio River, as it is the highest flood stage I've seen in years. I think 2017 or 2018 was the last time it reached 60 feet. That is about 8 feet above flood stage, I believe. We are heading to the Purple People Bridge, which is an all walkway bridge. Check out the river over here. On a normal day, this is absolutely gorgeous. However, it is raining yet again. It has rained for like the last, I don't know, 10 days. Oh my goodness. Holy smokes. Look at that. So we are here in Newport on the Levy, and the Levy looks to be underwater. This is absolutely crazy. The last time, if you guys remember back when me and Jess first started the channel here, the river had flooded and we did a little video down here. However, it is way higher than that. Wanted to come out here today, kind of check this out, see what was going on. There's been some mandatory evacuations in northern Kentucky here. Riverside Drive in Covington. Some places were underwater. A lot of that has to do with the Licking River. The Licking River kind of divides Covington and Newport. This is absolutely crazy, guys. Here's downtown Cincinnati right here. Now, they were saying on the news that, look at this down here. Look at this debris just kind of floating down the river there. So they were saying on the news that the banks near 3rd Street, that the water is going to get all the way up to there. That's where the Cincinnati Reds baseball stadium is. If you remember, if you saw our video at the stadium where we were walking through, that may be underwater here by tonight. Now, they say the river's going to crest tonight. They're thinking right about 60 feet. That is pretty high, and I'll tell you what, there's barges and stuff that come through here all day long. I wonder if they're postponing that for right now. One thing I will say, at flood stage, it definitely gives you a good look at the way the river goes. Like, this is heading towards south. Like, this would be heading down through Ohio, through Kentucky, and then into Indiana, as this is like the tri-state area. But I did park over here in the Newport Levy garage because really I kind of felt like that was the safest place to park. So as you come off the highway here, down here, I think this is Riverboat Row. I can't remember the name of this, or this is the bridge. Some of you guys may know that's the end down there where that little park caught on fire and they had to do some work on that bridge. They have this completely blocked off. I don't know how these cars are down here right now, unless they've just stayed down there, because they have this all blocked off. I don't know if you can get in through that way, but when you come in off the levee here, like underneath here and everything, all of that is completely blocked off. They have a metal, door that just came down, and they're not letting people out here, because normally you can come right out here. And this is like an all open area. If you know Geta Fest, we have Geta Fest every summer. It's completely underwater. Like, I mean, obviously they don't have the stands or anything right there. We are able to go over. Here's Newport Aquarium right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut through here because it is kind of raining, and see how far down I can get over here to see how it looks on that side. Yeah, this is a sight to see, guys. I had to take a look at it for myself. It's kind of sad, like some of the stuff going on even further south of here. So Falmouth, Kentucky, and Butler in Pendleton County, Kentucky, which is about 45 minutes south of here, is completely underwater. Some areas only have 2 ways that you can get out of there. They had mandatory evacuations last night at 4 o'clock in, I think it was Butler, and then I think Falmouth, it was 8 o'clock. But the city's completely underwater. It's crazy. I remember that it got so bad in the original Falmouth with water that they actually moved the city. Like, the city moved, like they moved everything because it just kept going underwater. There's areas over here on the east end of Cincinnati that are like that, which I'm sure they're underwater. And if you're from Cincinnati, you probably know Coney Island. I was going to drive out there to see what it was like, but I was afraid that they might have Route 50 East closed, because when it floods, that floods too. This truly is a gorgeous bridge. Really is. They built this for the people. This crosses from northern Kentucky, where I am now, over into Cincinnati. I'm going to kind of walk a little bit down here. I'm not going to go all the way. Kind of get out here in the middle, see if we see any boats. I'm curious, like, what are they? I mean, do they just dock? Like, you got to be careful with some of these big barges. I mean, look how close that is to the top of the bridge there. That's crazy. That is the Taylor Southgate Bridge. If we go a little further, don't know if we can see it way off there in the distance, but that would be I-75 way back there, the Brent Spence Bridge. That one might be a little higher than this, but not much. Just to let you know how much I love you guys. I have a terrible fear of being on a bridge, just walking. I don't mind driving over them. And really, maybe not much of a fear, but it does help talking into a camera, knowing I'm talking to you guys. Jess didn't want to come. I don't blame her. You know, I was a little weary kind of coming over here. Right here, that is Hooters on the river. That is obviously closed. You can see where the walkway down here, let me zoom in a little bit. See, the walkway down here is completely underwater. Look at those trees. Look at those trees. The water is going halfway up them. That is absolutely crazy. You can feel the rumbling of the water under this bridge. I think that is what is freaking me out. And it's because I've walked across this bridge before. I've never felt this. But I mean, you can feel the vibrations on the bridge. It is absolutely crazy. I don't know how to explain it, other than there was somebody walking by, and I seen their dog. It looked like their dog was kind of, I mean, kind of looked like she or he was freaking out a little bit. Could be the rain, could be the bad weather. Somebody walked by me and said, "Yeah, we gotta get out here at some point, because yeah, it's been raining like crazy here in Cincinnati and Kentucky here over the last 10 days at least. I mean, it's been nuts, and this may be the highest I've ever seen the river." Okay, so we are about halfway. Well, maybe not halfway. Actually, yeah, probably like a third of the way, but this is as far as I'm going. I do have to say, the bridge and everything looks nicer over here in Newport than it does over in the Cincinnati area over here. I mean, it's nice as a cut through. They got those new condos down there. I'm sure it's pretty convenient for them. Also, you know, if ever parking is a hassle for like Great American Ballpark, Cincinnati Red Stadium, you can always park over here, right? It's probably a lot cheaper than parking down at the Red Stadium, but yeah, guys, I don't know. This is something else. I mean, that water is so close to the top of the bridge here. I know it doesn't look like it, but this goes down like, you know, kind of hard to explain, I guess, but it's really moving. Okay, so the rain is starting to hit a little harder here, so I'm gonna go inside the Newport Levy, the main area where like the movie theater, and they got a coffee shop, the Little Spoon coffee shop, which I really like that coffee. I came in through there and the line was out the door, so I'm hoping it's a little less. But then we're gonna go to the right over here, see how far. I think I can get down some of those steps. I'm not gonna go down too far, because who knows how fast the river can rise up. I mean, it can rise up pretty quick. It's a big river. Yeah, we're gonna check out what we can. First, we go in here, warm up for a second. It's like 45 degrees, windy and raining, so it's a little chilly. But yeah, gonna get some coffee. Go check out the other end by Newport Aquarium. The little ducks want no part of this. Or, I'm sorry, the geese. Some Canadian geese down there. They're like, come on now. Got a nice little brush area from all the debris they can hide out in for a day or so. What do you know, buddy? I know, it's crazy, isn't it? So as I come around here to the back of the levee, or I don't really, it's kind of the back, I guess, or the front of the levee part, just noticed here where me and Jessica were way out here before, during the few years ago. This is up even way past that. Those poles are completely underwater that I showed in that video a few years back. Came into the levee area here. Got the Little Spoon coffee shop here, making every moment a little sweeter. I guess I should have came here on opening day. They had a Cracker Jack latte special. Sounds interesting. Give me one of these blueberry scones over here. That sounds like an order. This guy kind of expresses how I feel about the Reds right now. They're kind of struggling. Love my Reds though. Look at these giant, like, macarons. Boy, you worked up quite an appetite, sir. That is no laughing matter. Giant macaroons. All right, enough messing around here. I've opted to sit in the Little Spoon little eatery here. Got my coffee. Absolutely delicious. I got the blueberry scone here too. Look at this. Talk about a treat. Like a blueberry lemon. Delicious. All right, exiting the gallery here into the promenade toward Newport Aquarium. I had a feeling it was going to be kind of slow here because of the rain and all that. Sure enough, this place on a Sunday is usually slam packed. There's so much to do here. Also, if you've never been to the Newport Aquarium, I recommend checking it out. It is pretty awesome. As we approach the Newport Aquarium here, I wanted to point out they got one of these like battery charger thingies. Want to make sure if you're going inside the aquarium, make sure you have enough power on your phone to take all those photos. It's quite a sight to see. I like they put this in here. This is new. However, if you can remember, I would buy something like that on Amazon, as it's probably better quality and a little cheaper. And all these little food trucks around here get me kind of hungry. That scone was delicious though. That lemon, it was like a lemon blueberry scone. Absolutely fantastic. Come down on the Newport Aquarium. We're going to turn to the right here and head in the direction of downtown Cincinnati toward the riverbank here. I want to point out also they have these like telescopes. You can check out some of the top of the towers. Great American Insurance Company, the Carew Tower. As we look down here, oh yeah, I'm gonna try. I can't get all the way down there, but see where that little white tube thing is. That's where me and Jessica were standing last time. That right there is steps that actually lead down to a further place off of the bank here. Completely underwater. There's the front entrance to the Newport Aquarium. Got the big Sharky up here. We're gonna head down these steps. I'm honestly kind of surprised that they don't have this blocked off, which I'm kind of glad, because that helps for our little video here. Get as close as we can. I'm sure there are some that probably don't recommend this, but hey, it's all part of the adventure. Holy smokes, guys. There's a little duck, friends. It comes right up to here. This is actually, this is worse than I thought. Crazy. All the way up to the wall down here. I'm not even going to walk down off these steps. We're going to play it safe today. Little birdie out there looking for a snack. This is absolutely insane. This is probably going to get higher too. I mean, that is just, it's all along the wall up here. So I was pointing at this before. That is where me and Jessica were. See those steps? Let me set my coffee down here for a second and zoom in. So if you see these steps over there, me and Jessica were right. It was like the water was coming up to like the first or second step. It's probably about 7 or 8 steps, but that's where it was some years back when it flooded. This is something else. It's worse than I thought it was. When they said, because usually, yeah, flood stage, it comes up a little bit where the steps where we were showing just before. But not like this. This is up to the flood wall. I mean, and I guess that's what you can, it's a flood wall today, as it is blocking the water from, you know, I would kind of worry about some of the different, like the concrete with the water forcing up under there. I mean, I guess that's what it's built for, but I don't know. Getting a little bath there. That's a muddy bath, guys. So, yeah. You can see why I felt safe coming here, though, is where I don't think it could flood up this high. I mean, never say never. But, yeah. See, I wanted to come over here, too, because so over here we got Sawyer Point, which is completely underwater. I mean, it's completely underwater. They have, like, shows and stuff there. Like, bands and stuff play there. Not this weekend. So I did want to point out, if you're coming to Newport on the Levy, and you need handicap access, they have it all over this place. This is the ramp. I just wanted to show this because I just saw somebody on it there. However, you can't get down there right now. It is, the end ramp there is completely underwater. So keep that in mind. But just wanted to show that. Also, all the doors have the, like, the handicap push buttons and stuff. So just wanted to mention that since I seen that over there, completely engulfed in water. Still no boats. Haven't seen one boat. No nothing. No barges. Which probably not allowed out on the river right now, like any personal transportation or anything like that. I'm sure there's some rules. I'm not sure of the rules, but I'm sure they're there. Also, out here in the distance, that is the suspension bridge, the John Roebling suspension bridge up here. Out there in the distance. The I-75 Brent Spence Bridge, about half a mile past that. Does sort of look like Columbia Parkway, which is a connector to that bridge over there. But Columbia Parkway is basically Route 50 East, which goes eventually from east to west coast. But I bet as you get into some of the lower areas down there, like maybe as it breaks off on Eastern Avenue, that's where they have a lot of flooding issues. I'm sure that is a big issue today. There's Procter & Gamble off in the distance. It's crazy. These poles right here, these have got to be like 7 feet tall, 7 or 8 feet tall. Oh, there's more steps over there that go back to another like walkway down this way. It's crazy, guys. Absolutely crazy. I've never seen the river this high. Came up the steps from over here. I'm gonna go down the ramp here, see what it looks like down here. Don't know if you can get all the way or not. It's a long ramp. Oh yeah. So this is the end of the line. End of the line. Can't even get through to the steps right here. It's the backside of Newport Aquarium. Got this trailer here that seems to be in a very bad spot. But this is where the ramp journey ends. I don't even know how deep it is. I don't want to know, but those poles, they're pretty deep in there. You can see the little water fountain as this extends out past those poles there. Yep, that is not passable. So if you're coming out to Newport on the Levy and you need the handicap access ramp, keep in mind this is closed. Although they don't have nothing out here, I'm surprised. I'm kind of surprised they don't have like a don't cross here tape or something. I don't know. But that is definitely don't want to be, I wouldn't even, I mean, no, I'm good. I was going to try and go up those steps, but not stepping in that mess. Well, despite the river being flooded beyond what I've ever seen, It's pretty interesting to see. I feel bad for everybody who's having to evacuate and all that stuff right now. I mean, that's got to be terrifying. This is terrifying. It really is. I mean, because who knows where this is going to go. I know every time they give predictions of things, they're usually wrong, and it usually ends up in the worst case scenario. So when they say cresting by tonight, I don't know. I mean, it keeps raining and the water keeps going, so we'll see what happens. Our thoughts and prayers are with everybody that is affected by this and having to leave their homes. I did just notice as I was walking back up from the ramp here, there is this like caution tape thing here on this pole. I don't know if that has anything to do with this though, and why they wouldn't have something blocking that off down there. I don't know though. I mean, be nice, you know, I guess for some people to have a little bit of a warning, but I don't know if this is the warning right here. Like, hey, look at this, don't go this way. So I have never done a video, never done one of our daily vlogs at Newport Aquarium. Let me know down in the comments if you would like to see that. It could be kind of fun. It's dark in a lot of areas, so I'd have to bring one of my low light cameras. It's pretty cool though. It's a really cool aquarium. Some people say it's the best in the country. I don't know. Me and Jess went to one in the Smoky Mountains, the Ripley's Aquarium down there. It was pretty epic. This one's pretty good too though. So Adventures with Dano is now on Instagram. So if you have Instagram, we will be posting pictures from our adventures. Me and Jessica have been posting some photos already. Wanted to wait a little while to make it public, but if you have Instagram, make sure you check out Adventures with Dano on Instagram. Some crazy stuff back here, guys. The river is flooding up to the wall. Up to the wall. I mean, that's the highest I've ever seen it. Got, you know, it's beautiful looking over the river, but our thoughts and prayers are with everybody involved. As they said on the radio, that every waterway, every creek, river, if you're anywhere near a waterway, you definitely want to take caution. And this is nothing to mess around with, guys. This is a crazy weather week here in Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky. But guys, thank you so much for joining us. With all that being said, I'm out. And always remember, the adventure is out there.